Welcome to Softex Dealer Web Module demonstration. My name is Shane Irawata. I am the Senior Product Owner for the development team that has created this application. Now, if you don't know already, Softex has its core desktop application called V6. It's been around for 30 years and it's mission-critical software for many US and worldwide manufacturers. V6 is a supremely powerful and complex application that can create frames for everything from basic residential to luxurious architectural to storefront and high-rise commercial curtain wall designs. What it doesn't do is provide a simple interface for a manufacturer's dealer network to access their products. Our clients have been asking for this, and now we've built it. The Dealer Web Module is designed to give dealers a web-based platform where they can access suites of pre-configured frames, edit sizes, add options, get pricing, create quotes, and push purchase orders back through to the manufacturer with minimal fuss. So without further ado, let's get into it. When a user logs into our system, they land on the dashboard page. The dashboard displays widgets that expose key sales metrics that are important to the estimators, sales managers, and administrators. For each of these users, different insight reporting can be displayed. The login area services both the manufacturer and dealers alike. The manufacturer logs in to administer their dealer network. It's a very simple process to onboard dealers. This is done by issuing an activation email. For the purpose of this demo, I won't go into the manufacturer's administration area. We will instead look at the dealer web interface. When a dealer receives their activation email, they simply set a password. Once they're activated, they will log in here as you would with any other secure web-based application. On the first tab, General Details, they can edit their company information that has been set by the manufacturer. On the second tab, Logo, they can upload their company branding, which appears in the top left-hand corner of the website, and also on their quote reports to the end customers. On the third tab, Pricing, templated pricing profiles can be created and then selected via a drop-down list on every quote. Here you can edit the margins and discounts and also add extra line items for standard costs that you want to add to every quote. There are three pricing structures for these additional line items: fixed cost, percentage of subtotal, and dollar value per square meter of windows and doors. If I go down here to the residential price profile, I can edit this profile. And here we can see the 5 line items that I've added. The first one is site installation. It's a fixed cost, $100. That can be influenced by the margins and discounts. Second one is the same. The third one, site clean. That's a percentage of the subtotal, 5%. That price cannot be influenced by the margin and discount. The fourth one down here, which we've called something else, is a dollar value per square meter of all windows. That's actually windows and doors. That's the total area of the frames that we have in the quote. That also can be influenced by the margins and discounts. To add a new one here, we type in the description. And save our profile. The fourth tab, Terms. The default validity period for quotes can be set here. It's currently set to 28 days. Also, the terms and conditions which appear on the footer of every quote can be edited in here. The fifth tab, Users. There are 3 types of users: a salesperson, sales manager, and an administrator, or the owner. The only difference between the users is that they are shown different metrics on their respective dashboards. Also, the salesperson and the sales manager cannot access the configuration settings section, which I've just shown you. On the 6th tab will be instructions on how to use the dealer web module. This section will be visible to the sales manager and salesperson. In fact, this will be the landing page when they initially log into the system. Let's take a look at the quote section. So when we land on the list page, we see a list of all of the quotes we have in the system. At the top we have a filtering section, so you can refine that list. If I click on the status, that'll show us the workflow. So essentially we start with a draft estimate. We add products to it, we can send it to the customer and get a preliminary estimate approved. If that is accepted, then we turn it into an actual quote. We can then refine the dimensions, go out and do a site measure, make sure that we have everything that we need. That gets fired back to the client. Client then accepts the quote. Once they accept the quote, the system will generate a purchase order for the manufacturer. And we simply add a reference number and send it, and it's done. So the manufacturer then goes off and makes those whole units, the frames, delivers them to site, and the job's done. So then you can click back in here and you can complete the job by archiving it. And that's all you have to do. It's very simple. So let's follow that process. I will create a new quote. Going to choose an existing customer. That populates all the information on that page. Except the pricing profile. So in here I choose whichever pricing profile is appropriate for that client. In this case I'm going to choose residential price because it has a lot of items in it. Freehand items. And you'll see those show up on the summary. So now we can click through to the next steps or general details. It's the same thing. Here we'll create a project title, so we'll call this Anne's House. We can add general notes. Creation date is automatic. The valid until date is also automatic. That's based on the creation date plus 28 days. Or whatever you have set in your configuration settings. Next steps. Right, so these are the freehand items that were set on the pricing profile. So if I'm happy with that, I'll send the estimate to the customer. That's gone off and generated a PDF. The PDF gets sent to the customer. Customer calls me and says, yes, I'm happy with that, so I accept the estimate. That's now turned it into a draft quote. So now I can go back and I can click on items, I can modify those dimensions or edit the prices or do whatever's required to get this quote across the line. Then I send it back to the customer. Another PDF is generated. They call me, they accept the quote. So I click accept quote on their behalf. And now it's generated a purchase order. So this purchase order is set up, ready to go to manufacturer. All we need to do is just type in that purchase order number, Anna's house, a few more details, and we place the order. Now once that order is placed, we can go to purchase orders. We can see it there. So it gives us the reference for the quote number, the order number, my order reference, status is sent, and we can view that. So now when the product is delivered to site and we're happy with it, we can come back in here and we can click order received. And that will then complete the job and we can archive it, so it's done.